Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Cryptonews Weekly Roundup. I'm solo this week. Rachel is on vacation. I think she's somewhere in Europe. Either way, she's tearing it up. She's having a blast. I'm solo dolo, but it's great to see everyone. And let's jump into it here, folks. Pretty wild week across the board. Some insane news. Unfortunately, we have another war that has sped up as well. Hopefully, we can get some world peace and hopefully things come back to normal. Let's jump into it. Bitcoin's down 2% this week to 103 per Bitcoin. Ethereum's down 5% to 2.4 per ETH. XRP is pretty even, chilling at around $2.12 per Ripple. BNB down 1.5% to 640. Solana down just under 5 ticks to 138. And Dogecoin also down 8% on the week. The only winner of the week is Tron, which is up 1.3% to 27 cents. And why did Tron rip this week? Well, the blockchain founded by crypto billionaire and infamous wild man Justin Sun is reportedly planning to enter the US public markets through a reverse merger, which is absolutely insane. Once finalized, the deal will establish a new entity known as Tron Inc. and will reportedly hold substantial amounts of TRX that are running the corporate treasury co-play here. The most wild part of all this, folks, is that Eric Trump, the son of U.S. President Donald Trump, may assume a leadership position within the rebranded company. Pretty wild. We also had some drama on the timeline this week. The founder of Solana, who famously on Twitter under Totally, one of the best Twitter accounts in the game, he responded to a June 13th video posted by Cardano founder Charles Hoskinson, where he proposed converting $100 million worth of Cardano into a mix between Bitcoin and stablecoins. Pretty weird when your currency is still in the top 10. I think they just got bumped. I think they're 12th or 11th now, but regardless, Totally said, "This is so dumb. Projects should keep 18 to 36 months of post-kill list runway in your short-term T-bills, and that's about it. Why would anyone want a team to buy Bitcoin and hold Bitcoin for them when they can do it themselves? Why pay for all these coconuts?" Great point there, and really don't get why the co-founder of Cardano is taking that. Michael Saylor back in the news again this week. Strategy snaps up a fresh $1.05 billion in Bitcoin. This is around 10,100 Bitcoin and costs, like I said, $1.05 billion at an average price of 104K per Bitcoin. Strategy, formerly MicroStrategy, now holds 592,100 Bitcoin. That's actually insane that they are soon getting close to that. It's just baffling numbers and pretty wild to see. Moving forward, guys, some pretty shitty news this week. 16 billion exposed passwords gave hackers the blueprint to drain wallets, and that's just on the crypto side of things, not even discussing all of your social media and all of your precious Web2 logins as well. 16 billion logins have been exposed, including Apple, Google, Facebook, Telegram, and GitHub, to name a few. The Cybernews research team, which uncovered the leak, described it as one of the largest credential dumps ever recorded and serious implications for online users. Guys, if you have used the same password for quite some time, I highly recommend changing that password. I would spend some time. In fact, I am going to do it this weekend. Everyone should be spending some time. Make a spreadsheet of all your passwords and change every single one of them, and then go delete that spreadsheet after. Just again, with all the hacks going on, it's always better to stay on top of these things and make sure that you can do everything in your power to not get hacked. JPMorgan made the news this week as they took their biggest step yet into public blockchain tech with their potential launch of JPMD on Coinbase's Base network. This came after a June 15 trademark application for JPMD, where they will pilot phase transferring tokenized US dollars deposits from JPMorgan's wallet to Coinbase. It's a fully backed one-to-one US dollar stablecoin and will initially be available to institutional clients only. Pending regulatory green light, broader access and support for additional currencies are expected as well. If this takes off, the floodgates will open and this will be absolutely wild. Crazy stuff here. Thailand in the news this week for great reason. Shout out to Thailand. Thailand's cabinet has approved a new tax measure designed to advance the nation's goal of becoming a leader for digital assets. The Ministry of Finance has introduced new measures that include a 5-year personal income tax exemption on gains from digital assets. This exemption only applies to transactions conducted through licensed platforms regulated by the Securities and Exchange Commission and will take effect from January 1st, 2025 to December 31st, 2029. If you're a crypto lad or a crypto lass, Thailand looks a little bit better every single day. Not only beautiful beaches and a very, very reasonable cost of living, but also no crypto capital gains tax. And some other news this week, Hyperliquid went crazy and hit a new all-time high of just over $45, pushing its market cap to over $15 billion and making it the 8th largest crypto by market cap. They have dropped since then and are now back at around 35 as they process $4 billion in daily perpetual trading volume, and they hit a whopping $240 billion in May. Also, shout out to Tony G and Tony G Co-Investment Holdings, now rebranded to HYLQ Strategy Corp. I work for that amazing team as well. We were the first team and the first public company to purchase and acquire Hyperliquid, aka Hype, and put it on our balance sheet. We are big long-term believers in Hype. It's an incredible asset and a coin that's only 6 months old, and a team that continues to execute and continues to do things the right way. Again, the company is now called HYLQ Corp. We purchased 10,387 tokens last week on Thursday for just under 430,000 USD. And this marked the first time ever that a publicly listed company had taken a position in the Hyperliquid protocol. Guys, really hope you enjoyed this episode of the Cryptonews Weekly Roundup. If you enjoyed this one, I hope you did. Please do subscribe. It would mean the world to my team and I. Speaking of the team, love you guys. Thank you so much for everything. Rachel, hope you're enjoying vacation right now. You will be back on the next one. We'll be back on the next one. Guys, hit me that like button, hit me that subscribe button. Appreciate it as always. Hopefully we have some great positive news next week and some green on the board. Love you guys. Thanks for tuning in, and we will see you on the next one. Bye for now.